Hi, in this video I will talk about Form 4 Chapter 9 Science KSSM Chemical in Industry. Before you watch this video, you may download the exercise in the Google Drive provided. I already attached the link in the video below. You may download it and at the same time when you listen to this video, you can write down some notes and do the exercise given. So, the content in this chapter, there are three parts. The first part is alloy. The second part is glass and ceramic, and the last one is polymer. So now let's look at part 1. In this video I talk about alloy. So what is the definition of alloy? Alloy is a mixture of metal and non-metal by a certain percentage in which the major component is metal. The first alloy found was bronze. Okay, so in your syllabus science KSSM Form 4, there are 5 types of alloy you will learn. The first one is bronze, iaitu gangsa, biasanya digunakan untuk membuat siling ataupun piala gangsa. The second one is brass. Brass is usually made to make used to make musical instrument ataupun kunci. Next, duralumin. Duralumin, the major component is duralumin is aluminium. Ingat, major metal dalam duralumin ialah aluminium. Disebabkan ia sangat ringan, ia digunakan untuk membuat badan kapal terbang. And next one is steel. Steel, the major component is irons. So, steel ini biasanya digunakan untuk membuat jambatan ataupun railway track. And the last one, the last alloy is pewter. Pewter, the major component is tin. Okay, pewter is usually used to make decorative item, barangan hiasan. So now we'll look into the detail of each of the alloy. The first one, steel. The composition in steel is 99% for irons and then plus with 1% of carbon, in which the major components is iron here. What is the property of steel? It's hard and strong. It's used to make buildings and bridges. It's also used to make frames of vehicle and railway tracks. So I will ask you one question: Steelman and Ironman, mana satu lebih strong? The answer is steel, because steel is an alloy. Alloy is much stronger and harder as compared to pure metal. The next one is pewter. Pewter, the major component is pewter is tin, 96% of tin, copper 3% and antimony 1%. It is resistant to corrosion. So biasanya pewter ini digunakan untuk membuat barangan hiasan, such as photo frames. Okay, bronze, iaitu gangsa. Gangsa warna lebih kurang brown color. The major composition is copper 88% and also tin 12%. The property of bronze is hard, attractive color and also resistant to corrosion. Untuk penggunaan anda, biasanya alloy dia memang resistant to corrosion and it is hard. Okay, so bronze, the kegunaannya iaitu untuk membuat duit silin ataupun piala dan sebagainya. Next, brass. The major composition in brass is copper, iaitu 75% and zinc 25%. Okay, it's gold in color, has shiny surface. Apakah kegunaan brass? Iaitu buat alatan muzik ataupun kunci. Ingatlah, brass digunakan untuk membuat alatan muzik. Duralumin, as I said before, the major component in duralumin is aluminium, which is 95%, copper 3%, magnesium 1%, and also together with manganese 1%. Disebabkan duralumin ini dia sangat ringan, dia digunakan untuk membuat badan kapal terbang, and is strong and also resistant to corrosion. So this table sangat penting, so you may write down and then I will refer to this table. Okay, next, look at this question. Which of the following substances have the same arrangement or atom as in diagram below? Okay, you may look at the atoms here. Okay, ini atom bagi pure metal, dan ada foreign atom. Foreign atom ini boleh size lebih besar ataupun size lebih kecil. Dan foreign atom yang present dalam pure metal punya atom sini, dia akan menyebabkan arrangement of atom itu tidak slide over each other very easily. So this one is the arrangement of atom for an alloy. So mana satu daripada sini ialah satu alloy berdasarkan 5 jenis alloy yang kita pelajari sebelum ini, iaitu steel, pewter, bronze, brass, and last one duralumin. So the Based on the four assumptions here, the answer is still so the answer is A. Okay, next, which composition of substances will produce pewter? Okay, pewter, sebelum merujuk kepada table yang saya tunjukkan tadi, pewter dibuat daripada major composition dia ialah tins 96%, copper 3%, and also antimony 1%. So the answer is B. Pewter is made of tin, antimony, and copper. So answer B. Next, process for forming alloys and process for forming alloy. So kenapa kita perlu form alloy? Tujuannya adalah to improve property of pure metal, to improve the appearance of the pure metal. Pure metal ini sebenarnya, you look at here, the arrangement of atom is arranged orderly. So when you apply the force, the layer of atom will slide over each other easily. So it's not strong as compared to alloy. So that's why you need to do alloy to increase the hardness of metal, so that the alloys formed is more harder and resistant to corrosion. So I repeat, the atoms in a pure metal are arranged orderly. Anda boleh tengok sini, susunan atom dia sangat tersusun dengan rapat. So when the force is applied, the layer of atom will slide over each other easily. So dia tidak strong enough. That's why you need to form alloy. So you may look here, pure metal and alloy. Pure metal consists of one type of atom only, whereas for alloy it is a mixture of metal. Okay, dalam alloy ini ada presence of foreign atom, di mana size atom itu boleh lebih besar ataupun lebih kecil. Presence of foreign atom ini dia akan disrupt the arrangement of atom in the pure metal. So the layer of pure metal atom difficult to slide over each other. Therefore, it is harder and stronger. You see, it will distort the layer of pure metal atom, so it cannot slide easily. That's why it is much harder. Okay, look at the description here. In alloy, metal or non-metal elements are added into pure metal. The atoms from this element have different size. Their size boleh lebih besar ataupun lebih kecil, and therefore make the layer of pure metal atom difficult to slide over each other. Therefore, in conclusion, alloys are stronger and harder than pure metals. So look at this one. What is the purpose of adding carbon to irons in the making of steel? Okay, kenapa kita perlu tambah carbon ke dalam iron? Untuk apa ni? Carbon tambah kepada iron, kita akan bentuk alloy atau steel. So the main tujuannya adalah untuk prevent the atom from sliding over each another. So the answer is D. Very straightforward question. Next, which of the following mixtures is to make objects such as medals and bells? Okay, anda perlu tahu apakah alloy yang digunakan untuk membuat medals, iaitu bronze. Bronze is made of, the major composition is bronze is 88% of copper and 12% of tin. So the answer is A, copper and tin. So you have to know what is used to make objects and which alloy is used to make objects such as metal. The answer is bronze. So we will choose A, copper and tin. Next, the following information show the characteristic and use of material white. Okay, you can see here, it's used in building railway tracks. So, mana satu alloy yang digunakan untuk membuat railway tracks, iaitu steel, kerana dia sangat hard and strong. Okay, next, which of the following pairs is true for the composition of alloy? Okay, mana satu ialah betul? Okay, as I mentioned before, steel ini composition dia ialah irons dan carbon alloy. So as you can see here, the steel, the major composition is alloy and together with 1% of carbon. So this one is wrong. And the brass, the composition is copper and zinc. So this one is correct. Bronze is made of copper and also tin. So this one, aluminum, is wrong. Ceramic is made of aluminum, magnesium, manganese, and also copper. So ceramic ni tak ada antimony, ini salah. Next, let's look at this true experiment. The first experiment here is to study the hardness of alloy compared to pure metal. So proper statement is alloy harder than pure metal. So hypothesis, alloy is harder than pure metal. So in this experiment, the manipulated variable MV is type of metal block. So dua jenis metal block yang kita guna iaitu copper block and also bronze block. As you can see here, this is the arrangement item for bronze. So ini bronze ialah alloy. So alloy ini lebih harder as compared to copper block. So when you drop this one to the copper block and bronze block, the diameter of the dent produced by the copper block will be bigger as compared to bronze probe, because this is weaker. It is not as hard as compared to bronze. So the responding variable is diameter of the dent. Okay, next, the next experiment is to study the resistance to corrosion of alloy as compared to pure metal. The problem statement here is alloy more resistant to corrosion as compared to pure metal. Hypothesis, alloy is more resistant to corrosion than pure metal. So, saya dah ulang banyak kali, alloy dia stronger and harder as compared to pure metal, and at the same time, alloy is more resistant to corrosion than pure metal. So, in this experiment, the MV is type of nail. Dua jenis paku yang kita guna itu steel nail and also iron nail. So, di sini mana satu ialah alloy, iaitu steel nail is alloy. Steel ini ialah satu alloy. So, steel ini lebih resistant to corrosion. So, when you place two of the iron nail and steel nail into the distilled water, iron nail ini akan karat dengan mudah. So, this is the presence of brown layer dalam paku sini. Okay, next. Kita tengok kegunaan alloy dalam kehidupan seharian. Steel is used for constructing skyscraper due to its hardness and resistant to corrosion. Okay, steel ini sangat hard and strong. Okay, musical instrument, alatan instrument. Okay, alatan muzik, mana satu alloy yang digunakan untuk membuat alatan muzik, iaitu brass. Brass ataupun dalam BN ialah loyang. It is shiny and also resistant to corrosion. Next, body of an aeroplane is made of light and strong duralumin. Okay, disebabkan duralumin ini dia sangat ringan, so dia digunakan untuk membuat badan kapal terbang. So, duralumin, the major components in duralumin is aluminium, remember? Okay, next, superconductor alloy. So before that, we have to look at what is the definition of superconductor. Apakah definisi superconductor? Superconductor are materials that can conduct electricity. The keyword here is it can conduct electricity at high efficiency without resistance. So, dua kegunaan superconductor alloy seperti dalam buku teks anda, iaitu magnetic resonance machine dalam bidang medical, dan juga magnetic train, iaitu high speed train. This one is the two example in your textbook, so just remember these two example. Next, the diagram below shows the elements or atom of substance S and Y. So S and Y, mana satu ialah alloy? Okay, yang ini ada presence of foreign atom, so ini ialah alloy. So which substance show the arrangement of atom of an alloy? So the answer is substance Y. B, which substance is harder? Explain why. Okay, so substance Y is harder. Kenapa? Because the pressure of foreign atom can prevent the atom from sliding over each other. Next, which of the following metal have the element or atom in alloy? So alloy yang kita pelajari iaitu 5 jenis steel. So ini betul, brass betul, duralumin betul, aluminium bukan, copper bukan, iron juga bukan. Dan dua jenis alloy yang lain ialah bronze and also pewter. So D, step 2 property of alloy. Apakah ciri-ciri alloy? Saya dah ulang banyak kali, is it hard and strong and also resistant to corrosion, tahan karat. Okay, next. The information in the diagram below shows two examples of alloy and the composition. Alloy and composition. So alloy is bronze and the composition in bronze is copper and also tin. So the answer here is tin. So look at this one. The composition, aluminium, copper, magnesium and manganese. What is the alloy? The alloy is duralumin. So masih ingat apa kegunaan duralumin? If you use to make the body of an aeroplane, sebab dia sangat ringan. Okay, next, match the following alloy with their use. Okay, alloy brass. Apakah kegunaan brass? Brass digunakan untuk membuat alatan muzik, musical instrument. So, this one. Pewter, major component ialah tin. Dia digunakan untuk membuat barangan hiasan. So, this one. Okay, next. What is the main alloy used to build the high-speed railway? So, superconductor alloy. So, apakah ciri-ciri dari superconductor alloy? Keyword is conduct electricity. It is able to conduct electricity at high efficiency without resistance. Okay, ini merupakan satu statement. A type of alloy can conduct electricity with zero resistance. This alloy can conduct electricity very well at very low temperatures in liquid nitrogen and helium. Name this type of alloy and state use. Okay, so apakah jenis conductor apakah jenis alloy ini? Okay, keyword here conduct electricity. So ini ialah superconductor alloy. Apakah kegunaan superconductor alloy? Is used in magnetic resonance machine and also magnetic train. Next, which of the following show the uses of superconductor alloy? Apakah kegunaan superconductor alloy? The answer is C. Used in magnetic resonance machine for accurate diagnosis. Okay, bronze is an alloy. What is it metal? So bronze ini dia ada composition dia ialah copper dan juga tin. Tapi copper ini dia ada 88% dan tin cuma 12%. So the main metal is copper. Answer is B. The diagram below shows an experiment to study the corrosion resistance of iron nail and steel nail. After 2 weeks, the observation is recorded in the table below. Okay, so di sini I using the distillator, kita letakkan paku besi, the iron nail and also the steel nail into the distilled water. What we can observe? Okay, type of nail. So disebabkan steel nail dia adalah satu alloy, so alloy is harder and resistant to corrosion as compared to a pure metal. So steel nail ini show no changes, tiada perubahan. Tapi iron nail ini dia akan karat. So there is a brown layer is formed. Based on the result of the experiment, step 1 inference. So apakah inference yang boleh dibuat, iaitu iron nail corrode easily. State a constant variable for this experiment. Apakah CV untuk eksperimen ini, iaitu variance of distilled water use. Okay, next, steel is a type of alloy. State the composition of steel and give the definition of alloy. Okay, apakah composition of steel, iaitu iron 99% and also 1% of carbon. Okay, next, what is the definition of alloy? Okay, remember, definition ini sangat penting. Alloy is a mixture of several types of metal or mixture of metal and non-metal by a certain percentage in which the major component is metal, in alloy is metal. So I will stop my video today here, and then before proceed to the part 2, which is glass and ceramic. I hope you can understand the topic today, which is alloy, and you may try all the exercise given in the Google Drive. Thank you.